How's it going, everybody? This is Radishhead and welcome back to another episode of Upland Analysis. As always, I want to start off this episode by thanking my executive level channel members, Monopoly Mike and Matsuda R. As you may be aware, the Genesis Week 2023 has been announced in Las Vegas. Being from the UK, it's a little bit expensive to get over to Las Vegas, but I have committed that every penny that I get from the channel members or super likes or whatever it is on my YouTube channel is going into a pot, and I'm going to try my best to get over to Vegas. So if you want to see me in Vegas, I'm putting out my begging bowl. Have a look at what sort of perks I'm offering under my channel membership program. There's some really cool stuff on there, such as one-to-one chats, and yeah, if I get enough support this year, I'm going to go to Vegas and I'm going to see you all in Genesis Week, which is of course very exciting indeed. Well, it's been a couple of weeks since I launched the Fuller Park manufacturing and showroom node, and I've been blown away by the interest that you guys have all shown in the project. I think my properties that I was kind of selling under floor have almost all gone now, so we're well on our way to creating a very successful community. Just to remind you all, well, all of the main information is in my last video, but the general gist of it is we've got Fuller Park in Chicago. I'm building a bunch of factories and showrooms, and the idea is that these factories and showrooms are going to be effectively community owned. So when those factories are producing the goods, it's the people who actually contribute the spark towards producing those goods that get a profit share of the final product. As well as that, all members of the Fuller Park node will get to vote and agree on what exactly it is that we produce in those factories and how much we sell them for. In order to be a fully fledged member of Fuller Park, you need to, one, own a property in Fuller Park, Chicago, but secondly, you need to actually have a construction on that property. So I'm kind of trying to embrace that node vibe that you need to actually have a physical location that you can perform your duties from. I can already see lots of people are building up in Fuller Park. It's really exciting to see. There are, as of the time of recording, 28 people who have bought a Fuller Park property and finished their construction, but I know that there's at least a dozen more almost done there. The factories and showrooms are getting built at a fantastic pace, so thank you very much to everybody who's been lending their spark to help that happen. There of course was the very exciting announcement recently that Upland are releasing structure Ornament Metaventures very soon, so I want to get my factories and showrooms set up as soon as possible. It turns out that we have launched this Fuller Park manufacturing node at the perfect time. I couldn't have predicted it better if I tried. Now, in order to encourage people to help me build up these factories, I'm going to have a little bit of an incentive. So to put it simply, what we're going to do is, as each of these factories and showrooms gets constructed, I'm going to dive into who contributed the spark hours to those properties, and every 10 spark hours is one entry into a prize draw, and there's going to be a prize draw for every single one of these factories and showrooms, and there is quite a few of them, so there's a lot of potential here. If you contribute your spark to a large factory or a large showroom and you happen to be picked as the winner on that reel, you will get 50,000 UPX, and there is one large factory and 3 large showrooms, so that's obviously quite a lot of UPX there. Also, there's a whole bunch of small factories and small showrooms dotted around Fuller Park. If you contribute to any of my ones that I'm building there, once it's complete, if you win that prize draw, I'll give away 10,000 UPX for each one. I ran the numbers, that's almost 300,000 UPX of prizes to win, and it's a win-win really. We're sort of helping to build up Fuller Park quicker so we can get those Metaventure applications in and start doing what it is that we're trying to do here, and you guys can win a significant amount of UPX in the process. So I think that's fantastic. Let's get Fuller Park built up. So as well as the Fuller Park stuff, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the future of the channel, because it's been a little bit slow on the channel over the past few weeks, couple of months. It's been quite busy here, but I want to try and start off on a fresh foot and really start producing a lot more content for you guys. So I've committed to making at least one video a week, but really I want to do at least 2. But these videos, they might be a little bit shorter than the 10 to 15 minutes that I usually do. They might be more like 5 to 6 minutes. Basically, whenever something interesting happens in Upland, maybe it's a change to the way that treasure hunts work, maybe it's some insight on the value of Spark, maybe it's some upcoming feature that I want to talk about my thoughts on. I'm just going to turn the camera on, get my microphone ready, and just give you my thoughts on it, just my honest thoughts, because there's so much happening in Uplands at the moment. If you go on the Discord, there's always people, talking back and forth, and I want to get involved in that debate through my own lens. So please keep an eye out for a lot more content coming out on the channel very soon. I want to sort of go back to the original roots of the channel, which was really me giving my insight as to the my thoughts on what's happening in the market and upcoming features and balance changes that Upland's been making. And I've done a little bit of digging around, asking people what sort of things they'd like to see, and that was coming up repeatedly, so I'm hoping that you guys are going to find that really interesting. So that's about it for this episode. That's a big incentive for you guys to commit your Spark in Fuller Park. All of the details for that are going to be on my Discord server as well. Link to that in the description. I can't wait to do more and more videos over the coming weeks. It's going to give me a great opportunity to sort of regularly check in on progress in Holliswood, Fuller Park, talk about things I like and don't like about what's happening in Uplands at the moment, and just generally just having a really great conversation with you all. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, I'd love it if you gave me a like, and if you're not subscribed, have a check, see if you're subscribed, because it really does help the channel out. As I sign off, I want to, as always, thank my executive and director level channel members, Monopoly Mike, Matsuda R, and Erasmus Bro. Thank you very much for your support of the channel. Everybody, it's been fantastic to see you again, and I'll see you in the next one.